All right, y'all. So Asmongold, also known as Asmeinkampf, he's talking here about the illegal and offensive war waged by Israel and the U.S. against Iran. It's a war that we're referring to as the Jeffrey Epstein War. We also refer to the pairing of Israel and the U.S. fighting together as the axis of Epstein. I believe that's the most fair way to describe them, since Donald Trump is very clearly blackmailed by Mossad, and Epstein has all sorts of pictures and videos of him fucking underage girls, committing rape and pedophilia, and he doesn't want that released, so they were able to hold that over his head, blackmail him, just like they blackmailed Bill Clinton with Monica Lewinsky in the past, and that's where we are. So now they're carpet bombing innocent elementary school girls, and carpet bombing Tehran and murdering innocent people and trying to destroy Iran and Tehran, one of the most beautiful cities in the world. All that's going on. And we have, disgusting little unshowered, vile cretins and weasels live streaming and basically breaking out their pom-poms and cheerleading for mass death and destruction. So here's what he says about all this.
Finally, we have a Secretary of War that has crusader tattoos. He says, fuck around and find out.
He also said, kill all Muslims. I had forgotten that story, but it was brought to my attention again recently. Secretary of War Crimes, Pete Kegsbreath, screamed, kill all Muslims multiple times in a bar in 2015. Yeah, so this is the guy. He's like, finally, we have somebody like that. Finally, we have somebody who openly wants to commit genocide, has all the power in the world and controls the history's most powerful army.
A Secretary of War that has crusader tattoos. He says, fuck around and find out. And they're bombing people. And yeah, it's going to happen, guys. Sorry to say. Until they're all gone? Absolutely. I think that a lot of people... I think that the peacetime that we've experienced for such a long time has...
Wait. What peacetime? What peacetime are you talking about? We had Iraq, we had Afghanistan, we had Libya, we had Syria. We back 73% of the world's dictatorships. Post-World War II, how many South American governments did we overthrow to put in puppet leaders? What are you talking about? Peacetime. You're right, there's no war in the United States proper, but we're causing death and devastation fucking everywhere else.
Time that we've experienced for such a long time has really kind of made people soft to the reality of just mass killing people.
First of all, if you want to talk about being soft, bitch, you and me both talk for a living. I'm talking into a microphone in a beautiful air-conditioned studio, and you're doing the same fucking thing. Okay? If anybody's soft, we are soft as Charmin. I ain't going to the front line. Are you kidding me? He's literally going to make an argument for mass kill people. Yeah, it's great. Do that.
Really kind of made people soft to the reality of just mass killing people. It works amazingly well. Trust me. If you look at the history books, you will see that mass killing people works really, really fucking well.
That is one of the most sociopathic and psychopathic and genocidal things I think I've ever heard. It works. What does works even mean? What does that mean? Oh yeah, we murdered hundreds of thousands or millions of people. That sure did work. Worked for what? Work? What does it worked mean? Work to give Satan a boner? Work to, create a giant vat of blood for you to then drink like a fucking vampire? What do you mean worked? What does that mean? Worked. Oh, it worked doing these things. So I guess what Hitler did worked. Again, the fact that those words came out of his mouth, Asmongold, imagine that was your family. That was your friends. That was you. Imagine the, 180 elementary school girls who were murdered in the carpet bombing. Imagine that happened to your house or the elementary school closest to you, right? I think you might have different feelings if your whole block was fucking leveled by cluster bombs, right? I think, whoa, hold on. This seems kind of fucked up and seems kind of inhumane and rude and evil and immoral. You're just going to murder people casually? But when they're over there, come on, they're Muslims. They're Muslims, they're brown, they're far away. I get to watch it on TV as I'm fucking playing my video game and sipping my Coca-Cola. Fuck them. He's right in a sense that we've become too soft in this country. There's a bunch of meemaws and peepaws who've been totally fucking brainwashed by Fox News propaganda, slopaganda, but from Sean Hannity. They're sitting in the nursing home, eating a fucking Big Mac, watching shit explode in Tehran, and they're fucking going, yeah, you go get them. These are some of the most vile, wretched people on earth. So vile, so wretched. There's something that's extra disgusting about, like, being lazy and slovenly and not involved and just enjoying the carnage from afar, right? Like, you get the sense, at least the monsters of the past would have to, like, you'd have to be in the battlefield, committing the atrocities, witnessing it firsthand, getting fucking traumatized by it yourself. Now, let the machines or the fucking drones or the fighter jets or the boots on the ground, let them do all the violence, and then I'll sit back and watch it like it's a fucking TV show and go, yeah, you get those Muslims, you get all those elementary school girls, yeah. Like, this is vile, man. It's just so vile. Like, what this I've said it a million times, I'll say it a million more. This country is engaged in what's called a moral collapse, right? We're involved in a moral collapse right now. People at massive numbers, they cannot distinguish right from wrong. They have zero ethics, zero moral code. The most basic shit that everybody used to agree to of, like, hey, the golden rule, treat others as you would like to be treated, or like the universality of morality, like, hey, if I do something to you that's fucked up, like, let me just flip it. Whatever we did to you, if it happened to me, what I think it's fucked up, right? He's not even bothering to try to do that. It's like, they're them, they're bad, fuck them, I'm me, I'm different. We get to kill them, they don't get to kill us. And, like, shut the fuck up if you have a problem with it, right? Like, shut the fuck up. So this is a person who actively wants bad things for people, right? Like, he actively wants pain and devastation and degradation and evil to, like, manifest everywhere. This is what he wants. Like, this is evil. This is the nature of evil. We're watching evil. This is, like, literal demonic, satanic shit that we're watching here. This is a guy who has no empathy, no sympathy, no concern for fellow human beings. It's literally just like, I'm here, I'm comfortable, I'm getting a kick out of watching people get murdered. We always say, oh, it can't happen here. It literally is happening here. And you have people like Asmongold basically goose-stepping and zig-heiling and being like, yeah, I basically am a Nazi. I love Nazi shit. That's what this is. That's what this is.
If you look at the history books, you will see that mass killing people works really, really fucking well. Every single time it's worked. So every page, every chapter, every story is based off of that every single time. And again, this is not an alternative that you can have peace to. This is an alternative that you can have a perpetual ongoing war that costs the lives of thousands of people, or you can for once put a stop to it, or at least try to put a stop to it and improve things. That's it.
So we're going to genocide you to improve things. We're going to mass murder you to improve things. We're going to do gigantic terror attacks on a regular basis to improve things. So in order to be really moral and peaceful, we have to be maximum immoral and evil. How do you not see that's a fucking contradiction? How do you not see that? Even you are smart enough to see that.
You can't say you can't say the truth like that, bro. Yeah, you can't say that, guys. That's it. And that's not going to crash out over this one. No, I'm telling you, it didn't work for Hitler. My grandpa wiped out 500 Nazis. Well, yeah, because the entire world, like, turned against them and he totally fucked up. Like, that's the reason why.
Oh, so it didn't work for Hitler. Yeah, but that's only because the entire world turned against him. Well, gee, I wonder why the fucking entire world turned against him. Could it be because he was crusading and stealing land, stealing territory, murdering people, fucking clearly unhinged, clearly expansionist in nature, and people went, hey, if we don't, everything's gonna be fucking the Third Reich if we don't do something about this shit, right? And then you look at the U.S., Trump saying, I'm gonna take Greenland, it's gonna be ours, I'm gonna take Greenland, just overthrew Venezuela and stole their oil and put the money in his fucking private account in Qatar, trying to overthrow Cuba right now as we speak, saying he was going to bomb Mexico, saying he's going to take Panama, creating the technate states of America, expanding the U.S. empire. This is what he's talking about. So you got Trump doing that. You have Netanyahu creating the greater Israel, currently stealing Lebanon as we speak, trying to take all of Gaza, taking all the West Bank. So the exact same thing. Expansion, right? The whole world is going to turn on us. Like, the answer to his question is in the own point he made, and he still doesn't fucking see it. Oh my God, bro.
And Hitler also did take over a lot of Europe. Like, what are you talking about? Hitler was massively powerful, and it took the entire world turning against him to stop that, and then him going to fucking Russia and then killing his army in the fucking Russian winter. Like, what are we talking about?
This is like performance art. The long sip on the sugary soda after explaining why actually Hitler was based in cool and got a lot of territory. Oh my God, this is literally Burger Reich. We're looking at, the joke Burger Reich. This is Burger Reich right here.
Some dumbass argument. If you kill your enemies, moral spawn, Naruto brains need to be banned. Yeah, I know. But you'll see what happens. You will.
Oh my God, man. Oh my God. I just can't imagine watching 180 little girls aged 7 to 12 get murdered in a terror attack. And then you're just so casual and nonchalant. You see videos of Tehran being carpet bombed. They already hit 9 hospitals. And this is your commentary? Hey, mass killing works. Works? Okay, what does that mean? If I'm shoving you into a gas chamber or murdering your family, can I be like, hey, you might not like it, but this works? What do you mean it works? What does that mean? It works in the sense that I don't have to deal with your bullshit anymore. I guess, but does that make it right? Does that make it okay? Does that make it good? Does that make it just? Oh, man. Just stop and think about the fact that we helped defeat the Nazis for this. We defeated the Nazis for the Nazis to come back in an inferior form years later. Now we have unwashed Nazis who use dead rats as alarm clocks. We have Nazis who have cockroaches crawl across them as they're in the middle of live streaming. Those are the Nazis we have now. I can't, bro. I can't. By the way, so this is what Asmeinkampf said in favor of mass killings. Says it, quote, works. It worked so well for Hitler that he had to kill himself and lost everything. And here we have XQC, another streamer, and he's got some thoughts on this as well. Let's listen.
Chat, when you're a world superpower and you're a world leader, there has to be a degree of intervention that you have to have.
When you're a world superpower or leader, there's a degree of intervention that you have to have. Sorry, we had no choice but to steal countries and bomb innocent people and take their territory and steal their natural resources. It is what it is. It's like a law of nature. I didn't make a choice. It just happened.
Who the fuck else is going to do what? That is my take. At least to some degree, to some issues in the world, superpowers owe it to the world. Because it's in my opinion that to become a superpower, you have to fuck a lot of people over. And fair enough. Whatever. I guess it's the way of the world, right?
So to be a superpower, you have to do bad things and you fuck people over. But that's just how it is. So you have to do it. That's a justification for fucking anything. That's a justification for rape and murder and Holocaust. That's how the world works. Yeah, but should it work that's the question. Should it? Are we okay with that? Are we comfortable with that? And my guess is, when you're on the side where you're getting mass murdered for no reason, you're not going to be okay with that. Oh my God. I'm sorry, bro. This is a crisis at this point. We need to rework our school curriculum and get this shit together. Because the fact that any school curriculum can create an XQC or an Asmongold is fucking terrifying to me. And then these guys have millions of followers who listen to them, and they're going to hear this and nod along in fucking agreement? Oh my God. The future is so dark when you hear stuff like this.
And you have to help people that need the help with the power that you've gained from fucking people over.
You can help people with the power that you gain from fucking people over. So you have to both fuck people over and help people? Well, how do you determine who to fuck over and who to help? What are you talking about? Ugh.
At the very least, man.
Tremendously happy this has happened. I know that, obviously I've talked about it.
He's playing the clip of Asmongold, who was anti-war when talking about Joe Biden giving Ukraine weapons, I believe it was. And now he's pro-war when it comes to Trump waging an illegal and offensive war against Iran, even though Iran agreed to our nuclear enrichment demands. Disinformation Tracker says, XQC's reason for supporting the Iran war is, quote, just because, by population and land size, Iran is basically the largest country the U.S. has ever gone to war with. The region is in flames, and with the oil cut off, the global economy faces collapse. This is good just because. Yeah, people should probably save these videos of what Asmongold is saying and what XQC is saying, because in these moments, there's so many people who are going to say things that are just going to genuinely delegitimize every word they utter for the rest of their lives from now until the end of time. And you should know, it should be on the record who has a functioning brain and who's a total fucking idiot, who's a total self-centered idiot who doesn't know anything about politics, who still wanted to have their take heard. Just take note of all of this. Because, I still have flashbacks to the fucking Iraq war and the beginning of that and who was dead wrong about that. We've been lied to every single step of the way. Every single step of the way. And it is just devastating that this is... Any young person could be watching this shit. Just... Oh my God. Oh my God. it makes me want to jump off a bridge. It makes me want to jump off a bridge hearing this sort of shit. Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.